Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into XRP's market analysis for April 16th, 2026, and wow, there's quite a bit happening here. Let's break it down together, shall we? Now before we jump in, I want to mention that this analysis is based on AI-generated data. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just someone who loves looking at market patterns and sharing what I find. So please, use this as reference only and always do your own research. All right, let's start with where XRP is right now. On Binance, we're seeing $1.3996 with a nice plus 2.75% bump in the last 24 hours. Over on Bithumb, it's sitting at 21067, up 2.38%. You know what I've noticed? XRP has actually broken above its upper Bollinger Band at $1.3819. That's usually a sign of some real momentum building up. But here's the thing. It's still sitting 26.77% below that 200-day moving average at $1.9075. So there's definitely room to grow, don't you think? Now let's talk technical indicators, because this is where it gets interesting. The RSI is at 56.53, which is right in that sweet spot. Not too hot, not too cold. There's still room to run before we hit overbought territory. The MACD is at minus 0.0055, but wait, the histogram just turned positive at 0.0088. That's often an early signal that momentum is shifting upward. And, remember how I mentioned that Bollinger Band breakout? Yeah, that's confirming this bullish strength we're seeing. The short-term moving averages are lining up nicely too, with the 5-day above the 20-day. Oh, and the OBV is holding strong at 14, 457, 915, 774. That tells me buyers are still stepping in. Here's something that caught my attention in the macro picture. Tim Draper just reset his Bitcoin target to $250,000 within 18 months. Now that might sound crazy, but he's citing inflation and dollar weakness. The cool thing about XRP? It's only got a 0.0560 correlation with the dollar index, so it kind of does its own thing. It has a minus 0.3053 correlation with the VIX, which basically means when fear goes down, XRP tends to go up. Makes sense, right? On the regulatory front, well, there's always something happening. The SEC has updated some policies around digital assets. Nothing earth-shattering, but worth watching. What's actually pretty exciting is that XRP Ledger integrated with Boundless for programmable privacy. That's solving some real compliance headaches. And get this, Cantor Fitzgerald just donated $10 million to politics, which has kicked off what they're calling a crypto-political arms race. The landscape is definitely evolving. Now this is interesting. The Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 23. That's extreme fear territory. You know what I've noticed over the years? Extreme fear often creates the best buying opportunities. XRP search trends are at a moderate 34, so people aren't going crazy over it yet. The FOMO spread is only at 2.0, which means we're not seeing that dangerous speculative frenzy. Actually, that's probably a good thing for sustainable growth. Let's talk about what the big players are doing. Whale transactions hit 335 trades involving over 1.7 trillion XRP. That's a lot of institutional movement happening behind the scenes. And here's something that made me smile. Recent reports mention whales accumulating 20 million XRP coins. When the big money is buying, that usually tells us something, doesn't it? Getting into the technical patterns, the Elliott wave analysis suggests we're in wave C, which is typically the final corrective phase. So if that's right, we might be wrapping up this downward correction. The Wyckoff analysis is showing distribution phase, stage A, though the confidence is only 39%, so take that with a grain of salt. The breakout above that Bollinger Band might actually be signaling the start of a new upward cycle. Okay, here's where it gets really exciting. The AI ensemble models are predicting upward movement across all time frames. Short term, we're looking at $1.4083 with 51.8% confidence. That aligns with the current momentum we're seeing. Medium-term prediction, $1.5406 with 69.2% confidence. That's about 10% upside potential. But wait, the long-term prediction is $1.8211 with 92.7% confidence. That's over 30% upside, and the AI is really confident about it. Now let's be realistic about the risks, because there are always risks. That 26.77% gap below the 200-day moving average, that's still a concern. The extreme fear at 23 could lead to panic selling if something spooks the market. There's also that regulatory uncertainty we talked about. And with whales being so active, if they decide to exit suddenly, that could hurt. Plus, there's likely some resistance around that $1.40 to $1.41 zone where people might take profits. So here's my take after looking at all this data. I'm seeing a gradual BIY opportunity here. The technical breakout, institutional buying, and AI predictions are all pointing in the same direction. If you're considering a position, I'd suggest staging your entry between $1.38 to $1.42, or 2104 0-21 100 if you're trading on Bithumb. For risk management, maybe set a stop loss around $1.32 or 11,950. The targets? First target at $1.54 or 275, and if this really gets going, that longer-term target of $1.82 or 690 looks achievable. The combination of extreme fear with technical strength, that's often where opportunities hide. And that wraps up today's XRP analysis. Remember, this is all based on AI data and my interpretation of it. Please do your own research before making any investment decisions. If you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. It helps me keep bringing you these analyses. Until next time, happy trading, everyone.